Hello, everybody. We are back on the free to play, and I am excited. I am excited. I've been struggling to find stuff to talk about and do other than just the routine grind, and we finally got some stuff going on, right? So look, Rathalos isn't in here anymore because I've picked him up. I think we learned that last time too, but uh, I've been leveling him. So Rathalos is going to be my next 6 star. I'm going to tell you why. Uh, I think he's going to open up some avenues for a real serious clan boss team. His damage output is crazy good. And we have probably one of the best supporting champions for Rathalos. And that would be our boy Geomancer. If we go over his kit real quick, everybody knows what he does, right? Everyone knows about Stone Guard. That's the big part of his kit. But there's a sleeper in his kit. You know he brings HP burn, you know he brings decreased accuracy, and you know that he does deflect damage with a chance at War Master procs on that deflect damage. But he brings another debuff. He brings Weaken, the big version. The big version of Weaken. And I think it's a very slept on part of his kit because most of the time you care about the HP burn because Stone Guard affects HP burns. But bringing that Weaken with a heavy, hard-hitting single target attacker like Rathalos, who's built to be a boss killer, right? Where's the... Yeah, ignoring defense right here. I really think that the best pairing with him in the game is Geomancer when you're talking about boss killing, right? So how do we get more damage out of this team? Well, we need survivability. Unfortunately, that's the one thing I'm lacking on this account. I don't have a real ally protector. I don't have unkillable yet, right? So I'm thinking that maybe we change things up a little bit on the clan boss team. Now, my current clan boss team has been pretty set for a while. We made a small change recently to free up Sun Wukong. And so in that change, we went with Venomage over Sun Wukong. What I want to do is actually take out Kale, leaving in these two that reduce the attack reduce the damage that we take from the boss, and probably getting rid of Ursula in place of Ultimate Death Knight as well. So we'd have Deacon still in the lead, probably turning off his A2 because we're going to get it from Rathalos later. We may leave it on to start and turn it off later. Then having Ultimate Death Knight to give us shields and decrease attack. We get HP burn and weaken out of Geomancer. We get poisons and poison activation out of Venomage. And then we would get large amounts of single target damage out of Rathalos. All the initial looks at Rathalos are coming out good. I've been watching some videos on him today and the builds that revolve around him. But we would have decrease attack, we would have weaken, and we would have leech, and just Rathalos hitting like a truck. And I think he's got... Isn't there another part of his kit? Increased speed, crit damage. No, there isn't. Okay. Now, I would turn off the A2 of Deacon for the decreased defense here. And then it would also give us more chances at Deacon proccing his leech because it's not 100%. So the more attacks that we get out of Deacon, the better. Instead of applying this one, we would get the unresistible one out of Rathalos. The only thing that I might change is if we go against Magic Affinity, we would turn this one back on. Because Rathalos would get weak hits potentially and reducing his chance to land the decreased defense. Now, also, it is only a 75%, so maybe I leave on Deacons after all. Or turn on Venomage's decreased defense and attack. That's an option too. But I like the 15% damage reduction here. The 15% damage reduction from Geomancer. And then if you combine that, because the problem with Ursula is her cooldown is long. It's a 4-turn cooldown on this ability. Yes, she can revive, and yes, she brings decrease attack and increase attack, which is the other flaw of this build. We would lose increase attack, which could be a big factor for the damage output of Rathalos. So we need to... So let me backtrack a little bit. Version 1 of this build will be with Ursula on the team. I do like that she can revive, but it's inconsistent because it's such a long cooldown. Now, the debuffs are on a 3-turn cooldown, which is good. Maybe I have her too slow, and I want to get her a little bit faster onto a ratio where she can get more turns in so that it's always up. That's an option. Deacon tends to lose his because of his extra turn mechanic too. So that's one kind of flaw with this build, is that we've got that extra turn mechanic in there, taking these debuffs off faster. Plus, like, Sun Wukong is squishy, so he dies and comes back without it. Venomage is still pretty squishy. So we're going to experiment. We're going to do some things, make some changes, and see what kind of results we can get. But I do think the play here is to heavily invest in Rathalos. I think that he's that good, and that we should invest in him as a boss killer for sure. And he also has an AoE in there as well that could be significant. I haven't taken a look at it that much. Would love an ally attacker. Unfortunately, we don't have one at the moment on the account. So, but we're working our way there. So, we do have Morag. Honestly, there may be a version of this where, because this is on a 3-turn, or it's on a 4-turn cooldown. There may be a version of this where we use Morag with this group and see if we can get value out of her. But that's way down the line. She's not leveled, not ready to go. So, I was just seeing if there's any value in Petrifia. And obviously we do also have Frozen Banshee still, right? So we need to get her booked. The biggest holdup on Frozen Banshee has been the lack of books. And I don't even think going into Clan v Clan that we really have the books. Oh, all right. We finally got to have some books for Frozen Banshee. Those books will finish her out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 100%. So Frozen Banshee is going to be ready to go. We're going to sub her in for Kale. And I'll see what happens with that first. But I still think Rathalos is the play. It may end up being that Venomage gets the cut then. Or maybe even Deacon. Which sounds crazy to me. But if we go for like a different style of build, I would likely want Death Knight in the lead for the defense. So like it would be like Death Knight, Venomage, Geomancer, Frozen Banshee, and Rathalos. We lose the Leech, but we gain continuous heals from Death Knight, and if I can build him fast enough in the right way, we might be able to get the kind of support we need out of him to stay alive, especially with the damage reduction and everything else that we get. So I don't know. It's tough. It's hard to say. So we have some stuff out there to do. And honestly, Frozen Banshee could just be better than Venomage too. And Venomage is not a mistake. Like we're gonna get value out of Venomage later on. But Frozen Banshee, we could definitely speed tune and get her built for the poisons in particular, right? Get that poison sensitivity. I would love to have Frozen Banshee working side by side with Venomage, though. That's what I really, really want. Um, so I don't know. We'll see, but I still think Rathalos is the next 6 star. Um, Ray is an option. Herndig's an option now too, but I think Ray is probably better, just given the current kit that I have. Or the current roster that I have. I think Ray. I don't know. I was super excited about this, and then I mentioned Frozen Banshee and saw that her books are ready, and it kind of changed my tune a little bit because we're getting a ton of big poisons, and we're having poison sensitivity and activation from Venomage. Granted, only a 35% chance, but that's pretty good, especially with poison sensitivity. So we've got some playing around to do, but I've got a direction. I finally have a direction to go on the channel of stuff that I want to do, right? Just checking here, seeing if I've gotten anything interesting, anything new. On my wish list, I actually want to change Ray out for Rathalos for now. Yeah, everything else stays the same. So, um, next weekend, we're just looking forward to that. Oh, Clan v Clan. I'm super excited. So I'm not spending anything tonight. We'll be doing everything tomorrow. I'm waking up super early, you guys, to get everything done um, during Clan v Clan. So I'll be waking up tomorrow, using all my books, doing my Great Hall stuff. I need to get on the grind in Arena tonight. I do have some time, but I am going to get on the grind here and start knocking out some fights so I can try and get as close to 900 as I can before Wednesday. Wednesday is the latest that I can do it, right? So we got to get that part done. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on. That's what I was excited to talk to you guys about. Was talk to you about the new guy and the direction that I kind of want to go with. But it all remains to be seen about how, like, because there's this urge. Like, what do you guys think is better? Do you think Frozen Banshee Venomage is better, or do you think Rathalos Geomancer is better? I can't have both. I don't think Ultimate Death Knight brings enough continuous healing to bring both. I don't think that's enough to survive because we would lose a leech, right? So we would lose leech in exchange for extra damage, but then we don't have the survivability that we need. And ultimately, we need to remember that that's not the end game team. The end game team is going to be something that utilizes a wider range of heroes, like an unkillable team, right? Like if I had an unkillable team, I'll have one DPS slot, and that DPS slot would, and if it's an unkillable team and not a block damage team, that DPS slot probably goes to Geomancer. But then Geomancer has to be speed tuned for that team specifically. What I love about Rathalos is that he could potentially just be speed tuned to be my clan boss damage dealer. In fact, I'm considering replacing my current clan boss damage dealer with a speed tuned Rathalos in really, really good gear. Like attack boots, because I don't need him to be super fast. So I could probably get away with attack percent boots and getting crit damage and then crit rate everywhere else, attack percent everywhere else, and just letting him do his thing in my unkillable team and seeing if the damage output from that is greater than my current damage output. So that's the experiment on the main account. I'll keep you guys posted on that, but I don't know. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's better to go Rathalos Geomancer or Frozen Banshee Venomage? Because unfortunately, I only have 5 spots, and that's 4 champions, and I gotta have an extra support in there somewhere to keep everybody alive. Or can he do it? I just don't know if he can do it. The shields are good, and it's a 3-turn cooldown. I can build him fast-ish, right? Like, what's Deacon's speed right now? So Deacon is 216 speed. The funny thing is if I'm going to do that, I want him in Deacon's current gear, but so he's 176 speed, so I need like 30 some more speed out of him. Two speed rolls. I think I can do it, y'all. Let's look at the speed gear I have. All right, let's do some searching here. We got time, right? 16 minutes. All right, let's do this. So substats, right? We want speed, we want defense, we want HP. That's a perfect item. Doesn't exist in a speed set. So let's take off the HP. This is a good helmet. This is a really good helmet. Now we do need some accuracy on him too. For the decrease attack. We need some accuracy. We got to land that decrease it. Or no. We'll do Venomage for the decrease attack. Cuz this concept in theory is using all 4 of the DPS that I mentioned. So let's see what this does with a 12 roll. Ouch. This is 100% a reroll item. By the way, guys. Flat attack on something like on a top 3 piece. Like, I know I want to use this piece, but this triple roll does nothing, so rework it and see if I can get a better roll on it. Flat defense, of course. We tried, right? And I'm aware that I now made that piece unusable for this particular build, but I don't know that I really wanted to use it for the other build. All right, well, let's say we take speed off the table. We do defense and HP. That's a solid piece there. All right, what pieces have speed? What has speed and HP? Nothing? Oh, okay. Here we go. Well, no, we really don't want HP though. We really everything he has to have defense because that's what the shield is based around. So if I don't have enough defense, then the shield is too low, and the team like we wouldn't use a resistance banner in this particular build that I'm referring to. We would go for a defensive banner. I feel like I have better speed gear than what I'm seeing here. I mean, we could take a glimpse at perception, too. Okay. No, he has to have speed boots. He's going to need that base level of speed. Do I have any righteous set? Nothing with defense on it. I really want it to have defense because of what we need to do. So, substats, we want defense percent and speed. And at least one speed set. I'm really regretting that reroll a little bit. I know it was the right call, though. I really, really do. So this piece doesn't have any speed on it. It does have a double defense roll, which this one already has one defense roll. So let's take this to 12. We're looking for a speed and 2 defense here. 3 defense. I'll take that. I'll actually take that. I will actually take that. It's better, right? Like we lose some HP, but we gain a lot of defense, which is what the shield is based around, and we gain speed. So, and obviously we can take this to 16 as well, which I'll actually do here. There we... Oh, yes! 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 Great piece. Okay. So now we cannot get... We want a weapon or a helmet. Well, we want a helmet, which I just got rid of the best helmet that we could have wore. So now we kind of want to look at weapons, and this is the answer, I think. Because yeah, this is all resistance. I don't care with the build that I'm thinking about. We don't care about resistance. We want survivability and speed. Speed and survivability. This gives me both. So this would then make UDK a lot faster, putting him at 208 speed. That's got him right up there with what we had Deacon at, who's at 216. Now, we're losing some of the speed aura, but we're also going to gain the defense in all battles aura in its place. So, and now we're up over, we're almost at 5,000 defense, 208 speed, and then I can even increase the defense further if I go with a defense banner. This is why he's in resistance. I don't have a defense banner. The 4-star ones don't count. In fact, I've been talking about doing this for a while. Never mind. I'm doing this too soon. This will happen, but I'm realizing that I'm on my free-to-play, and I'm thinking my free-to-play is better than it is, but I'm forgetting that I can't farm Spider higher than, like, 18. Yeah. So, brief little moment of, like, losing my head there. So, but I really do like this current kind of build that we've got now for UDK. Hopefully I can find a better banner. I got to get to work on that. Defensive. Let's just look at defensive. Next, do I have one with speed? I don't think you can get speed on the next. Yeah. So this one's fine. Accuracy, a little bit of resistance. The only thing better would be like a flat HP, flat defense. Or like you can't even get flat defense. So flat HP accuracy maybe. But yeah, this one seems fine. And then we already have a flat defense ring with a double proc into defense, which is really solid. I don't have any other defense rings that are worthwhile. So, all right. And I don't think that defensive banner makes enough of a difference, especially with the percentage on this one. Like if we were to use this, I'm gonna take it to 8 because that's not a lot of silver. It does end up being more defense in the end. So if I take it to 12, it is more defense by 81 defense, but that puts me over 5k, right? Yeah. No speed on it though. But I don't think I have, I mean, it's the only defense banner that I have, right? Yeah. Okay. So what pieces do I have that don't have speed now? So the helmet. Now this does give me a lot of HP, so let's keep that in mind. All right, so let's look at helmets and look at substats with defense percent. I was looking first to see if I had a matching set, a matching resilience piece at all. So defense and speed helmet. And this had 2 rolls into the defense as well. I think that's going to be the best possible piece, to be honest. This is a good one, though. I'm going to level this. It's a 6-star. It's an interesting piece, for sure. I lose a lot of defense, but gain some HP and gain speed. It's a piece that I could potentially wear. We'll keep an eye on it. I don't think I'm going to make the swap right now, but it's a good piece for future consideration. I think this one I gain more speed, but I could use this elsewhere on the account, like a defense-based nuker, or even just a nuker. Crit damage and crit rate on the same ability. Yep. All right. But this is a potentially good... If I can't hit the speed target that I want to hit, this could potentially be an option to get those shields generating more often. And we're also going to have the defense aura as well, which will benefit the whole team and give us some more survivability. So remember, my old school clan boss teams before Unkillable had Ultimate Death Knight in the lead with that defense aura and everything. So, could prove to be an option for sure. I do like that, though. And the healing and the shielding and all of it. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to call that a video, but I've come up with some new ideas for Clan Boss, which I'm excited about. It all depends on Rathalos if he lives up to the hype. I haven't completely watched the videos with play testing yet. I have one queued up ready to go. That's what I'm going to watch now while I go back over to the free-to-play challenge account and keep that going. So thank you all for watching. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for liking and subscribing these videos. It helps me so much. You have no idea. And just like I said, thank you guys in general. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.